Remember when James Cameron nearly directed a Spider-Man movie?
What about when we almost got Batman Year One with Joaquin Phoenix?
Or David Goyer's Flash movie that would have starred Ryan Reynolds?
Well, if you want to learn about all the unmade superhero movies, then check out Superhero Stuff You Should Know.
Hosted by Ben Wan and Alex Ramsey, every month we cover nostalgic superhero movies with deep dives into unmade scripts, early drafts, deleted scenes, alternate cuts, concept art, novelizations, and tie-in novels.
We also interview the people involved in making the superhero films of our childhood, with our past guests including superhero actors, directors, screenwriters, and concept artists.
So remember, that's Superhero Stuff You Should Know, or Superhero SYSK on social media. Check us out on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Remember when James Cameron nearly directed a Spider-Man movie?
What about when we almost got Batman Year One with Joaquin Phoenix?
Or David Goyer's Flash movie that would have starred Ryan Reynolds?
Well, if you want to learn about all the unmade superhero movies, then check out Superhero Stuff You Should Know.
Hosted by Ben Wan and Alex Ramsey, every month we cover nostalgic superhero movies with deep dives into unmade scripts, early drafts, deleted scenes, alternate cuts, concept art, novelizations, and tie-in novels.
We also interview the people involved in making the superhero films of our childhood, with our past guests including superhero actors, directors, screenwriters, and concept artists.
So remember, that's Superhero Stuff You Should Know, or Superhero SYSK on social media. Check us out on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
You all loved it so much. We're back with another Catholic Cringe with our Catholic expert, Mark Hampton.
That's the best title to ever give him.
Mark, I had so much fun when we were doing the Lent episode that I said we have to find something for the next big holiday. And boy,
Yes.
did I find this website, a CatholicMomsLife.com.
Oh,
Top
man.
10 Catholic customs
Oh,
that we
boy.
can go through for this year's Mother's Day. Why not consult a CatholicMomsLife.com on Mother's Day?
Happy
Man,
Mother's Day.
Let me tell you, there's a specific mom in Catholicism that is talked about and prayed to a lot. And apparently that's a tradition that didn't make it down to the other branches of Christianity. But the Catholics love them some Holy Mary, Mother of God. You know what I mean?
Well, this blog written by Heather, and we see her Pinterest picture here. Welcome to the blog. I'm a Catholic YouTuber, wife, and mother of 5 children from 4 to 13.
Sounds
My
Catholic.
My greatest joy is my vocation of being a wife, mother, and homemaker and home chef. My YouTube ministry is where I spread hope, joy, and encouraging all to love Christ with their whole hearts. There's some stuff that maybe doesn't mesh with the feminist in me, but hey, if that's feminism is about doing whatever makes you happy. So if what makes her happy is being a stay-at-home mom, I'm not gonna yuck on that yum.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at these top 10 Catholic customs. I'm going to zoom in as much as I can so that we don't get too many of these spoiled at a time. So this first one, make the sign of the cross with 3 fingers and kiss the thumb. Some people kiss their thumb and imagine they are kissing the feet of Jesus.
That sounds to me like something an assassin does, like after they're like,
What do you do with your pinky and all of that?
I think you tuck it down like this.
Why is that so weird?
It looks like a Star Trek greeting.
It does.
Yeah, I don't. And the kissing the thumb part is just feels
That's
real.
that's like I finished my last hit. Your popiness.
Okay, so we'll say on these 10 customs, this one didn't infiltrate Barkhampton's childhood.
It didn't. I must have missed that homily.
How cringy was your mom during Catholicism, Mark?
My mom was not cringy. My mom every motivating factor of my mom going to church was guilt, and worried about what her mother might think, and then guilt.
That sounds like Catholicism in a nutshell from what I know it to be. So,
That's it.
Yeah, that checks out.
all right, let's see if the second one is more familiar. When driving past a Catholic church, always make the sign of the cross. It is Jesus' home, and he is physically present in the tabernacle of that church. This I've actually physically seen people in a car do.
Oh, interesting.
Not a ton, but I've seen like one or two people when they would drive by a church, they would do the like thing as they were driving past it.
It's like yellow light, but Jesus.
Yeah, so because that's like a thing my sister used to do. Is so when you say the yellow light, are you referring to when someone like kisses their hand and places it on the roof of their car, going through a yellow light? That's exactly the same thing I was imagining this as. Yeah, it's in that same category. This is harmless. It's definitely not as weird to me as the kissing the thumb suggestion at number 1. I'm going to be thinking about that for days.
I am too. I'm going to be looking at my hand for a long time.
I'm going to do it randomly to people on the street. I'm going to go.
Well, especially since it's supposedly that you're kissing the toe of God, I guess. It's weird. It's weird.
I don't want to kink shame, but feet aren't my thing.
All right. So number 3, when we hear an ambulance or emergency siren, we always pray for that situation and people. We pray an Our Father, a Hail Mary, and a Glory Be for whomever is involved in that situation.
Oh, don't live on our street.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be a full-time job.
This, again, I feel like is in that same category we were just talking about with like the yellow light kind of thing. I've seen people do something similar when they're driving past like an accident. They'll maybe make a comment or do a quick bless. Yeah. But I think that's a lot. Do you have to do 3 different? What was it in here? It said
it was
every time.
I think it was an either or.
Oh, was? Okay.
I don't know. It says we pray an Our Father, comma, a Hail Mary, comma, and a Glory Be.
Lord, it's like a basketball practice. It takes forever.
That's a really involved one.
Depending on the meter, Our Father takes a hot minute. It's like it's just not an in and out.
We have a lot of fun with my sister's husband, who truly has no. Like, I feel like most people, no matter how far out of church they've gone, like the Our Father is kind of ingrained in you at such a young age that it's locked in. Yeah. Not for him. So we love at Thanksgiving to be like, and now Kenny will lead us in prayer. And we just enjoy listening to what he thinks the Our Father is. But my favorite one, and I think of Shane O'Hare every time he says it. Beautiful. But he says, "Give us this bread," which is my favorite. And then the pinnacle of this joke was actually at their wedding when we pulled aside the priest and told him, by the way, Kenny doesn't know how to say the Our Father. Do with that what you will. And he started the ceremony by going like, "It's such a beautiful day. I feel like we should all do the Our Father. Kenny, please lead us, if you will." And Kenny looked so mortified, and he goes, "I'm just messing with you." And then he like did the no, but like you can see in the wedding video pure bullets being sweated in that moment where he's just like, "Oh no." Like the guy who didn't even want to write and read vows because it made him uncomfortable, like having to lead that in front of the whole crowd. Oh, it was glorious.
That to me is just like Will Ferrell in Talladega Nights, just trying to come up with sweet, lovely baby Jesus.
It's truly a sight to be held because it is on that level. All right, number 4, we have St. Anthony prayer. I pray the St. Anthony prayer whenever I can't find something. St. Anthony, please come here. Something is lost. It is so very dear. St. Anthony is the patron saint of lost things, and he always seems to help us when we need it. I was not aware that Catholic prayers have a Dr. Seuss type cadence to them.
Man. I mean, it's just Catholic speed dial is basically what it is. Yo, I got to put in a call. Hold on. I can't find my keys.
So I guess the question is, Mark, growing up Catholic, did you know people who called on St. Anthony whenever something was missing?
No, that is completely new. I will say the sign of the cross and a little prayer when you go by an accident, something like that. That's something I saw. I think my grandparents would do. But the St. Anthony, I mean, there's so many saints and sub-saints. Like, I mean, they should have baseball cards, honestly. It's like
that's the thing that actually, real talk, there is money to be made, I think, if you made Saint baseball cards.
I think
like,
with their stats, the 3 miracles
with their
they got on the
stats
back.
and what they're there. Oh my God, you can.
And it comes with blessed chewing gum.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that'd be brilliant. Katie, we may have found our first beach of Christian cringe.
I feel like we did, and I feel like we should reach out to Testaments if I could reach out to him again, and then maybe they'll produce it.
Yeah, maybe. I know this much from my grandparents who were Catholic, that like some people, the people who are really, really into Catholicism, boy, they know every single saint and what those saints are called upon for. I think I've definitely heard the St. Anthony thing. Like, oh, something's missing, call on St. Anthony. Like I know that I've heard an aunt say that before.
I didn't realize that there was a rhyme prayer to it.
Yeah, the rhyme prayer I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I also thought St. Anthony was the travel saint. Was that a different one?
Well, listen, what happens when you travel often? You get lost.
I mean,
So
all who wander are lost.
They might be, they might be pulling double duty too. Like God was like, St. Anthony, you're the patron saint of lost things and I don't know, travel, because nobody else wants that one.
I love that God is Bernie Sanders.
I was going to say,
He's
your God
Jewish.
is Bernie Sanders. No, I think the problem was that Elon Musk also helped heaven tighten up their budget. So now all the saints are working triple and
It's
sometimes
true.
quadruple.
Doge just marched right through.
No more
Didn't
fighting.
even walk right past St. Peter. No warrant.
This next one is a little crazy. These next ones are short, so I'm just going to read them and not keep popping them up on the screen for us because this is going to be an audio podcast anyway. It doesn't really matter that much. If a holy object falls, a sacramental or a blessed rosary, etc., you must pick it up and kiss it immediately. This is the second time that kissing has showed up in these factoids.
There's a lot of kissing in the Catholic Church. Some they've tried to do away with. But but it's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Do we think J.D. Vance kissed the Pope?
Oh, that could be it.
For giving him cholera.
Listen, the amount of, I must shout out the amount of J.D. Vance Pope memes that have popped up on TikTok in the last 4 or 5 days have been delightful. My top two is, one was just the Pope immediately after meeting JD Vance, and it was the audio from I Think You Should Leave of I just don't want to be here anymore. Yep. I don't want to be here. And then the other one was a clip from Robin Hood Men in Tights of everybody saying hello, Abbott, and then the one guy that, hey, Abbott, and it just said JD Vance across it. He goes, oh, I hate that guy.
That's so great.
I will say there was a meme that our good friend Jake sent to me, and it was a 3-panel, and it was a couch, JD's wife, and then the Pope, and it was fuck, marry, kill.
Oh boy, it's tough out there doing internet Supreme Court when there's so many memeable moments happening simultaneously.
They're going to run for 10 seasons.
All right, next one we have here.
Real quick though,
ahead.
I did have so you know how in the United States it's a common refrain from the losing side. I'm not going to say liberals or conservatives. It's a common refrain from the losing side when someone gets into power, and a lot of times they're like, I'm going to leave the country. I'm going to leave the country. Well, the Pope had nowhere left to go.
That's a good point.
He's like,
that's a very good point.
He's like, I'm done. Let's get out of here.
Martha listens to her favorite band all the time. In the car, gym, even sleeping. So when they finally went on tour, Martha bundled her flight and hotel on Expedia to see them live. She saved so much, she got a seat close enough to actually see and hear them. Sort of. You were made to scream from the front row. We were made to quietly save you more. Expedia, made to travel. Savings vary and subject to availability. Flight-inclusive packages are ATOL protected.
Here it is, guys. Welcome to my hometown's video store.
Sweet, I didn't even know these still existed.
Well, they haven't had a new release since like 2004, but it's still standing. Why don't you guys look around and rent something? It's on me.
Okay, I'm done.
What?
I got the best of 1987, RoboCop, Lethal Weapon, and Predator.
Predator's good, but Predator 2 is better.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, all those old action films, the sequels are better. RoboCop 2, Predator 2, Highlander 2.
Can't argue with Highlander 2.
Do they have any anime?
Yep, if you look, it's right over there.
That's like 5 tapes.
Yeah, welcome to the Midwest.
Steve, what are you renting?
I'll probably rent some bad sci-fi. Maybe something with Will Smith.
Nice. Get some Tim Burton Planet of the Apes while you're at it.
Isn't that the one where you wanted to bang the girl monkey?
Welcome to Analog Jones in the Temple of Film. I'm Steve.
I'm Chris.
I'm Brad.
We are a VHS podcast that breaks down the box art, trailers, and behind the scenes. Do you miss the old days before the internet when you only talked about the films you watched with your friends? We watch these old tapes and look for cool trailers, bizarre promos, and break them down for your entertainment.
If you like sweaty action movies, crappy sci-fi, or schlocky horror films and hate reading, listen to Analog Jones.
Sometimes we even do research and get our facts right on these old movies.
Even if we don't, it's on the internet. It's facts now.
So search for Analog Jones and find us at anything that plays podcast.
Okay, this next one, 1,000%. I have seen this in my grandparents' and aunts' homes. But Palm Sunday palms, you must put them behind the crucifix or a picture of Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. We would definitely bring the palms home. I remember that. I don't remember that particular tradition because it's been a hot minute, but we would 100% bring the palms home.
Did you guys have to do the folding, the cross folding out of the palm leaves?
I was just about to say that we only got ours folded as a cross. Like ours came pre-folded in cross.
Oh, so did I provide that to you?
Maybe. But I was going to say, you know how like when you're a kid, you'll like undo a paper clip and then like try to reassemble it? That was me with palm crosses. Was like, I would look at it, take it apart, and then try to reassemble it. And then, you know, same with a paper clip. After 2 or 3 tries, that thing is not going back together the way it's supposed to anymore.
The other thing is that I mean, it's a desert plant. It's a desert plant, and it's not sticky necessarily, but it is kind of barbed. Like, it's a desert plant.
I mean,
so
it had some, We treated it more like bib lettuce, really. I mean, we just like...
You just like were waving it.
I don't remember folding it. But this does bring up an interesting point, though. This sounds funny. I actually made it seriously. You guys should probably have my mom on.
Honestly, I'm kind of into that.
If we make it to next Mother's Day, I think that's the most logical next step for Catholic Cringe Mother's Day edition.
I think so.
Is
bring a proper mom
a real
on.
life, a real life Catholic mom. All right, number 7. It says if a sacramental, again, a blessed item like a rosary or a picture breaks, we are to bury it or burn it.
Whoa, what? Why?
That seems extreme. That is one I have never seen.
I have not. This woman needs less Jesus and more Prozac.
Yeah.
True. And maybe less kids. But okay, so if a rosary or a cross or something breaks, like maybe it gets chipped or something like that, you're now supposed to burn it?
Or bury it.
Or bury it. That feels so much more satanic than the actual.
Well, because I think the logic is, this would only fall if evil had gotten into it. So we have to just destroy it as much as possible. Which leads to this. Yeah, that's what I say. So this next one, again, not in my home, but definitely in my grandparents and the homes of my aunts and uncles who were Catholic. A crucifix should be in every single bedroom. The Holy Crucifix is extremely powerful. Satan hates the crucifix, and it reminds him that Jesus is victorious. A little bit extra stuff there that wasn't necessary, but I do remember like my grandmother's house, which my grandmother had 7 children, and each one had their own bedroom. And when we stayed there as kids, after her children had all become my aunts and uncles, those rooms all still had some type of like tiny crucifix up on the wall, usually directly above the bed.
So first of all, I love the idea of like trolling Satan with the final score, like in every room.
Yeah.
Like, take the L, buddy, take the L. Yes, that is 100%. That was something my grandparents had for sure. We had it in my house in Georgia. Like, and it's probably one of the reasons my parents didn't get a house with more rooms. They were running out of crucifixes to put up.
Yeah.
Oh, you
man,
can call my
guys,
dad for his crushes. He's got so many.
I may have screwed up because Homegirl made a video where she reads all of these. We should have just been reacting to the video, but we've come this far. I'll keep that in mind for future A Catholic Mom's Life resources that we use. That there's probably a YouTube video.
Did your grandparents and your mom, did they keep Precious Moments figurines, or was that just my Catholic grandmother?
No.
I mean, my one grandmother wasn't Catholic at all, but she loved Precious Moments. In fact, I have a very fun fact tied to a Christmas 365 episode we just recorded. But we just did a Christmas 365 episode where we looked at all of the new ornaments that Hallmark is dropping this year. And without competition, the cutest ornament of the entire season is from the Disney collection, which they did an Elle and Carl from Up Precious Moments figurine where they recreated those characters as Precious Moments dolls working on the mailbox together. That's adorable. The absolute most adorable shit I've ever seen in my life. We played a fun game. We played that we were going through the book and each one of us could get 10 ornaments, but there was only one ornament available. So it was like the quickness of being like, that's one of the 10 I want. Their Haunted Mansion run is amazing this year. They've got like 17 Haunted Mansion ornaments that all play different parts of the song and glow. And listen, I never knew how much I was.
My grandmother very happy right now.
Yeah, listen, I love a good pop culture-y Christmas ornament. Ooh, one that would apply to both of you. They're putting out a Luke Skywalker original action figure still in the box ornament that you can put on your Christmas.
I've got a Luke Skywalker ornament gift for my in-laws. But one can never have too many.
One can never have too many. Also, the most expensive one that we both really wanted was an ornament called Let the Wookiee Win. That is a full build of all of them sitting around the chess table with the chess pieces, and you press the button and it plays the dialogue from the movie. But it's like $75 to $80. Like it is fucking
they don't play. Okay, real quick, fun story about Luke Skywalker. Not sure if I've told it on this podcast or not. So if I have, forget it or delete it or whatever. But when you get confirmed as a Catholic, you have to choose a confirmation name. And I chose, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And I ended up choosing Luke. And so I'm in my like pastel checkered shirt with my tie and my little suit on. And my sponsor, because you have to have a sponsor and it can't be like your immediate family. It has to be like somebody within the church or something like that. So mine was like one of my baseball coaches. Couldn't remember his name. Sweet dude. And he was like, Luke, like Cool Hand Luke, like why'd you pick Luke? And I was like, Luke Skywalker, homie, get real. Had nothing to do with religion, nothing. I was like, Luke Skywalker.
There was this kid that I went to school with named Mike, who was always kind of the class clown. But I remember it must have been 6th grade and he had just done confirmation, or is that what it's called? What is it called in
confirmation?
Confirmation.
Yeah.
He just did confirmation. And he picked his confirmation name, and I'll never forget him telling us that his confirmation name was Sebastian. And the reason was because as a kid, his favorite movie was Little Mermaid. And the exact quote was, when I was a kid, The Little Mermaid was my favorite movie, and I just love that little guy. And I was like,
good a reason as any.
I was like, I love that. All right, we got 2 more.
Oh boy.
And this one, I think this might be my least favorite of these 10.
Oh, give it to me.
Bow your head and think about Jesus every time Jesus's name is said. Which
Oh wow. Oh
No wonder
wow.
she's a stay-at-home mom. If she had a job, she wouldn't be able to do 9 of these.
She's got whiplash from going down to South Central.
I was like, what the hell is
for
that?
real.
That is such a crazy thing to have in here. And then the last one, when you go into a new Catholic church, you can ask God for 3 specific prayers, like a genie.
Like a genie.
Like, wait, God for 3 specific prayers. What is that? What is that?
I have no clue. She said these all came from a book. It says to find more about these unsaid Catholic customs, check out the book Holy Hacks by Patty McGuire Armstrong.
Holy hacks. And now at this new Catholic church, we will read from the book of You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me. Be specific with your prayers. Make sure there's fine print. We don't want you getting hosed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering,
We don't,
like, do you
we don't want you getting ginned by
Right,
mistake.
exactly. Oh,
oh gosh.
I love it.
This is why I think this podcast, while at its core, is, I'd say spiritually positive for the most part. Boy, are we anti-dogma, because this was just a pile of dumb, like, superstitious bullcrap. If I've ever heard it.
It really is. And the thing that Catholicism is so dogmatic, like unbelievably dogmatic. And I think that was one of the things that irked me from the get-go. It was just
the biggest issue.
Much dogma.
There's
Just
so much
endlessly.
dogma. There's so much, like, man-made nonsense rules that you can't find any resource to, like,
you need to have
back
a
up.
hack. Like, you need a hack, like a quick prayer to throw out so that you can get that one wish, when you're going by the church. But it is interesting. Mark, what would you say are more superstitious? Catholics in the South, in the deep South where you grew up, or yogis in LA?
Ooh, it's 2 sides of the same coin, honestly.
Doesn't it seem like it?
I was going to say just any sports fan ever about anything.
Well, I mean, look, there are some.
Let me tell you something. Southern Catholics have nothing on Northeastern Catholics. They are, they're just, that's where it's the most concentrated. Catholics in the South are a little, they're more in the minority. So they're a little less in your face. At least that was my experience about it. But we could talk about yogis and I don't know if you could consider it dogma, but the traditions could be, and certainly the further you get to, like, the loony left, as I like to say, the people that, won't even take ibuprofen and stuff like that, like, that gets a little wild. So it's just, 2 sides of the same coin, maybe a little apples and oranges, but there's enough weird to go around on both sides.
That's true.
You know what? I think that's also the mission statement of of Christian Cringe. There's enough weird to go around.
Yeah, that's a really good tagline.
That might actually, real talk, there's our first t-shirt.
Yeah, there's enough weird to go
words,
around.
Christian Cringe, there's enough weird to go around.
And then it's just Dante Bosco stars in Extreme Days.
All right. Well, Mark, you know that this is not going to be the last time you're on here. So I look forward to even more excitement. I think we need to get Mark on here for, like, a movie. Like, we need to watch like a punishing Christian film.
Because then we both gotta sit through it, and
I know
this boy doesn't sit tight for things he don't like.
That should be my t-shirt right there. Let me tell you, if I could ever find some of the videos and the movies they would show us in CCD, I'd be all about doing like a live stream, like making fun of that.
We'll find something. I feel like Mark needs to experience like a VeggieTales or a McGee and Me, at least a quick 20 to 30 minute episode. But we'll be back next week with even more Christian cringe.
Remember when James Cameron nearly directed a Spider-Man movie?
What about when we almost got Batman Year One with Joaquin Phoenix?
Or David Goyer's Flash movie that would have starred Ryan Reynolds?
Well, if you want to learn about all the unmade superhero movies, then check out Superhero Stuff You Should Know.
Hosted by Ben Wan and Alex Ramsey, every month we cover nostalgic superhero movies with deep dives into unmade scripts, early drafts, deleted scenes, alternate cuts, concept art, novelizations, and tie-in novels.
We also interview the people involved in making the superhero films of our childhood, with our past guests including superhero actors, directors, screenwriters, and concept artists.
So remember, that's Superhero Stuff You Should Know, or Superhero SYSK on social media. Check us out on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.